Go back live to Beaver Stadium and Ross Libman with a story of great dedication, even through some troubling times. Ross?
Yeah, Greg, with Penn State pride on display tonight, there's no doubt that the only thing that may be more rich than the passion these fans have for the university is the history the school has, 160 years in the making. I had the chance to meet a couple who's made it their mission to collect and preserve as much of that history as possible. But as far as the darkest part of that history from 6 years ago, it's something that they and many who call Happy Valley home continue to deal with. It's 12 days before Penn State plays Ohio State. George and Sue Hennig are hard at work getting ready for their tailgate.
Sue prepares a lot of things for several days in time or ahead for tailgate.
The two met at Penn State in the early 60s. The rest is history.
My favorite story is we met at Penn State, but we were delivered by the same doctor.
And if the walls of their basement could talk, they too would have a lot to say about history.
This is the first Beaver Field that was right along the main road. The old stadium held 30,000, and that's one of the 7 original. And if you wanted further information, you wrote to the president, Penn State College, Pennsylvania.
Over 4 decades, Hennig has become a purveyor of the school's past and its traditions.
We just kept collecting for quite a few years until everything filled up, and my wife finally said, that's enough.
But among the many letters, posters, signs, cars, and bobbleheads, one man looms the largest.
Do you think his face is in more homes than anyone else?
Probably so, yes.
How should we remember Joe Paterno? His purported knowledge of Jerry Sandusky's sexual abuse could be decades long. But for those closest to the Penn State community, like Hennig, who served as a trustee at the school from 2004 to July of 2010, 4 months before Sandusky was arrested, he says a half-century of good through charity, coaching, and mentorship is being omitted by the national media.
I was very disappointed in what happened, and I was disappointed in the way that it was carried in the news media throughout the country. I still don't know exactly what happened, nor may we ever know.
Again, it's the national is trying to make Penn State look really bad.
How did the history of one man become a story of two truths? Recent lawsuit testimonies claim Paterno had knowledge of child abuse by Sandusky as far back as the days Hennig's massive collection began in the 70s. Yet this couple still stands by Joe Pa, as do many who call Happy Valley home. For them, the good by the man outweighs what could be the woefully negligent.
Bad things happen to everybody at some time, things that you have no control over. But we know what Penn State has always been.
Whatever happened was something that happened once. It was, I don't know again what, but that has to be put behind us, and we've got to move forward with the ideals that we set up for the school and that Joe Paterno supported so well.
Now, the two questions that George gets the most is how much is his collection worth, and does he do tours? As far as the tours go, no public tours, but he does have student groups occasionally come in to view the collection. And as far as the value, he doesn't know. He says he's more concerned with its historic value.